Alright guys, I'm actually finna shoot a video. Wow, it's been so daggone long. Anyways, so today's video is about breakups, obviously. And you know, the first thing I'm gonna talk about, let me get right into it. First thing I'm gonna talk about is, you know, breakups. What is a breakup and how do they happen? Breakup is, you know, it can be either good or bad. A good breakup is mutual between two partners who have already, you know, known what was going on. They identified the problem. They see that they're not really going to be able to work it out. And they came to each other. Both of them was like, hey, look, man, it's not working. I think it's best that I go my separate way. And the other person is like, oh, yeah, I understand, because I was going to say the same thing here in a little bit. It's like both people already want to break up. So, in a good breakup, not too many people are, like, beaten down and depressed or getting bites, which I'm going to talk about bites later, but then there's bad breakups. Obviously, you know, that's where people have had a complete falling out at some point with, like, either one partner or two, and somebody just abruptly stops the relationship. They have to call things off, break up, and dump somebody, and then at that point it's like, oh no. And yeah, people typically get hurt in those. So now we gotta talk about when is it time to, you know, call your relationship off. Some people don't know when it is, and that's how they end up in trouble. Alright, for guys, look, if your girl is trying to bait you into hitting them, dude, you need to move on. You need a new girl. Don't ever let somebody do you like that. As a man, you already know for a fact you're going to get in trouble if you hitting a woman. So therefore, as a dude, you make sure that you are not letting a woman bait you into hitting them. If that's how they want to act, then you need to go get another woman, bro. Value yourself to the point where you feel like you have options and you can find other women. Do not stay in a relationship like that. Another one for guys and girls. If your partner act like they can't respond to your text messages, they don't pick up the phone, they don't, you know, like they just don't communicate with you, they act like they can't talk to you. If they gonna give you low energy while y'all are in a relationship, you don't need to be there. All it's gonna do is bring up so many suspicions and all types of different issues for you as you are trying to be in that relationship. Don't do it. Don't tolerate it. Don't be in that relationship. For girls, if your dude is out there constantly flirting, well, this is guys and girls both. If your partner is constantly flirting with other people, entertaining people on the internet, you know, like, yeah, let's say you a guy and you own Instagram and your chick, she likes to post booty pics, that's a red flag. But I mean, if y'all are in a relationship, it's too late to talk about that anyway. But yeah, if she posted a butt pic and then like a bunch of thirsty dudes in her comment section, and then a dude be hitting her up and she always like entertaining him, and then she talking to him in DMs and whatnot, and the dude is already, you know, steady trying to throw off a bunch of validation comments. Same thing with the guy for females too. Like if your dude is constantly out there, you know, all these women steady giving him time and he giving his energy to other women, you know, that's not alright. Like, it's cool to have friends, but you can't be out all like late in the night and entertaining another person of a relationship for more time than your actual partner. It's like, it's not cool. So you have that issue as well. And then there's a long list, but those are some of the main ones that I think people tend to miss, you know, when it's time to like start thinking about it. Another thing, do not break up just because y'all have a disagreement. Y'all talk about it, argue, whatever the case may be, but you look to keep your relationship as long as possible. That's why y'all got in a relationship. You try. Like when you break up, this is what I mean by when you try. When you break up, you shouldn't even think about wanting to get back with that person, because that's how much like y'all couldn't get together, y'all couldn't work things out. That's when you should be breaking up. If you feel like, oh no, there's still a chance that I got hope, then don't break up. Y'all still got work to do. But if it's toxicity, it's way too high, it's like toxic goo, then you gotta leave early. Or any of those other, you know, flags that I just put out there, like, then it's time for you to go ahead and call things off. Then the next one, part of this was, you know, oh yeah, we gotta talk about, you know, afterwards, after that breakup, somebody can be hurt pretty bad, obviously, as a lot of people are after the breakup. So, you got yourself right there. This is the best way to deal with it. This is how I've dealt with it. This is what I feel like will work. You know, you're gonna be sad, obviously, let yourself be sad, you know. Talk it out with some other people, possibly, and then accept it. Don't try to, oh yeah, let me just forget that ever happened. Nah, accept it. Think about where you went wrong. Think about where she went wrong. Know that y'all couldn't get things going, and that you breaking up was for the better of your health, and that it's time for you to move forward. Once you've accepted all of that, you should be good. Like I said, but if you can't, you know, it's getting a little too hard and you constantly having bites, which a bite is where that old depression keeps coming back later on in your life. Like, let's say it's been a few years since that breakup and you already over the whole thing. But every now and then you get a random reminder that you broke up with that person. You get a random reminder of the feelings y'all once had with one another. And it's killing you every time it happens. You get sad, depressed, and then you start doing stupid stuff. Like, you probably started watching inappropriate videos. You probably started, you know, throwing yourself out there to other people on the internet. You probably started trying to flirt with people random that you don't know, just random cold approaches. You probably even started simping. Like, all these things can happen over these bites. And what I recommend you to do to get rid of those, sometimes you need to get back out there. Like, genuinely, not just being stupid and careless. Sometimes you need to look for professional help. Really, sometimes you do. Sometimes you just need professional help. And then the last part of this video, when is it time to get back out there? Like, obviously, we all be wondering that. Like, okay, man, I broke up. None of these videos on the internet tell you this, bro. So this is a good thing to hear. Honestly, it frustrated the heck out of me. I got on the internet and I'm like, bro, let me look up a video of when is it time for me to get back out there. They're like, oh yeah, this is how you get back. I don't care about how, when. I broke up. When do I know it's time for me? Dude, this is when you know. When you know that there's a noticeable change in your lifestyle. The way you act obviously failed your relationship. Or it scored you a bad partner. So therefore, you need a noticeable change in your mentality and the way you act. You need to be fully over your ex. When you are fully over that person, you'll be ready to go. And then if you having too many bites, you done talk to people, all this stuff, you know, you hang out, you got hobbies, you're happy, but you still having bites from the past. That means that it's really just time for you to get back out there. That's your mind saying, hey, bro, we want love. This is the only love I can think of right now, and it's hurting me. So that's when it's time to get back out there. Want to learn about how to get in a relationship too? Shortened up. You know how I do. I don't like my videos being 10 minutes. But shortened up, then, yeah, you know, go ahead and like this video. If we get 10 likes on this video, 10 likes, I will make more videos. It probably won't even be about dating, but it will be, you know, valuable stuff that we can take in our daily life.